Well, I'm out checking my bees today. It's February the 8th. This has been a brutal cold winter. I have found 3 baby nukes alive and 2 dead. The 2 that died, they died because the big hive underneath of them, it died. It got dysentery and it died. I fed them too late is what the deal is. I fed them too late and they got dysentery. I had another hive. This were 2 of the dead outs. I gambled. This is 2 frames. This is 2 frames. I gambled, and when the hive underneath of it died, they didn't have a chance because they didn't have no heat. Because this is a double screen board where I had a big hive underneath of a big hive underneath of these little hives, and you know, when the bottom hive, which gives you the string, this is sugar. I'm taking the sugar out of a healthy hive that froze and giving it to one that's made it. That I have found. I found out they're low on sugar. You don't want to take resources from one to the other if they died from sickness, but when you know they just froze out, just use resources. Beekeeping, if you get bigger than a half a dozen hives, this is no big deal really. But you get bigger than 10 hives, beekeeping can be expensive. So you end up using the resources that you have. And it's going to get warm for another week or so. They're going to come alive. I'm not breaking them open. I don't have time. I got to go to work. It's only the 3rd time I've had a job in the last 20 or so years, I think. I'm not a big fan of working for other people. Self-employment is the way for me. But God sent me on this trail. I'm gonna throw some thousands in a 401k. Last 401k I had, I turned it into a house flip. Really, I turned it into a bunch of house flips. And I was able to live off that for quite a few years. Beekeeping is great fun. If you would like to try something new, something challenging, something that's fun to learn, I encourage you to give beekeeping a try. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I like it. I like it a lot. I look forward to being able to get back in here and have something to look at, something to do, and something to think about. I just threw this pollen sub in there, and they're eating it. There's a bee on that sugar right there. It's a little bit too fat though. Drop that. Stinking mice will get that probably. Beekeeping's fun. It gives you something to learn, something to think about, something to ponder and plan. I need that in my life. The mind can be the devil's workshop, and I don't need that. And if I don't have something good to think about, sometimes I think about bad stuff, and I don't want to do that. That give you a little look. What I did, I put sugar in, a little bit of pollen sub in there, and I'm starting early, February 8th. I got to make sure they're not going to starve. I want to make sure I don't go too awfully far. All right, it's Philville. Phil Montgomery from Philville. I guess wherever I go is Philville because I've always been a presence. I have been like a bull in a china shop my whole life, trying to make this world give me what I want. Sometimes I have gotten it. Sometimes I've got my teeth bashed in. But I did my best, and I have tried the very best I could. I love my family. I love my God. And I'm trying to learn how to love you. That's what a Christian does. Be blessed.